Okay, so let's kick things off here with the top total bet of the weekend. So there's a lot of games on the weekend, ranging from the totals like 44. I feel like the lowest one is what? It's got to be the Niners and Buccaneers game at 37 and a half. Dolphins Chargers all the way up to 52 and a half. What's a total you're eyeing for this weekend?
So kind of scary because one of the teams is one of the most prolific offenses. But I'm going to go under 44 in the Chiefs Broncos game.
Yeah.
I, have you seen?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen because now we've all are becoming aware of what's going on in these Broncos games. 11-1 to the under this season. If you go back to the start of last season, unders are 23-6 in Broncos games. That's
Yeah.
insane. 79% cover rate. So yeah, the Chiefs offense, very good at passing the ball. The only thing the Broncos can seem to do is defend the pass. They're fourth in the NFL in regards to pass DVOA.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be able to somewhat slow down Patrick Mahomes. I do like the Broncos in this spot as well. So I like the under 44 there.
I love this bet, and I'll ride with you on this one. One, because I don't think that the Broncos offense can do anything. In fact, when I was looking at prop bets today, you could take Russell Wilson under a touchdown plus 172. I thought about it, and I might still fire on this one just because that offense is so gross. But to your point, the defense for the Broncos has been really, really good. So I do think that they're going to be able to at least limit what Patrick Mahomes can do. So I like this under 44 as well. I'm taking a team total, and I'm going to take the Bucks, your Bucks, under their team total of 16 and a half. This is at minus 105. I don't know what Brock Purdy is going to be able to do. Okay, we're hopeful, we're faithful. The faithful and I are that he could maybe have some big games, big plays. But I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get from him. What I do know is that the San Francisco defense is going to be elite, as they have been. They're number one in everything. They've held teams to 3.5 yards per carry, 15.8 points per game, which of course is under this mark, 16.3 first downs, 26 red zone trips, and only 115 explosive plays. They're number one in every single category. And when you look at the O-line right now for the Bucks, they've got Josh Wells in there. He's given up 6 pressures on 35 true dropbacks. Enter Nick Bosa. He's going to be feasting. Tom Brady's going to be on his back for a lot of this game. And when I look at how the Bucks have done against pretty good defenses, the Rams, of course, when they were a little bit more healthy, and the Saints, they've only put up 16 points. So I like the Niners to hold them in check here. I'm going to take them under the 16 and a half.
Yeah, I like that one. I didn't realize that we were crowning the 49ers as champions already on the show, but all those stats that you laid out, I mean, they are tough to beat.
The defense are the champ. The defense it's the number one defense in every category in the NFL right now.
Yeah, the stat that jumps out to me the most is I saw in the second half they're like outscoring teams with like 72-6 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
probably because, for 4 straight games, the defense didn't allow a point in the second half. So that's, if the Niners are still scoring, that would make sense. So this is going to be an interesting game. I know we're going to get into this more in the show. I've seen what some of your bets are. But I do think that it's not going to be high scoring. And I do like the Bucks to get under their team total here. So let's look at a spread. What's your favorite spread for the weekend? The biggest one, of course, is the Cowboys laying 17 and a half versus the Texans. And the smallest one is going to be the Lions -2. That's been kind of a tricky line for me, too. It was a pick 'em, got all the way up to 2.5. Now it's at 2. What's a spread bet you're eyeing this weekend?
Well, you teed me up perfectly. I'm going to go with the Lions -2. Yeah, it kind of has a similar feel to a couple weeks ago, right? When the Cowboys played the Vikings in Minnesota, it was a pick 'em, and we were all sitting there wondering, like, the Cowboys like favorite in Minnesota, and I'm sure every single person is looking at this line saying, "Whoa, what was that lines maker smoking that morning when he made those odds?" Because the Lions 2-point favorites over the Vikings. Are you kidding me? But Kirk Cousins 3-9-1 against the spread in toss-up road games, which a toss-up road game would constitute anywhere a spread of +3 to -3 since 2018. He's actually 68th out of 69 quarterbacks, so he's the 68th least most profitable quarterback in that span. I think the line is just screaming the Lions here. Like, I think you have to take the Lions just on what the line is telling you here, right? Similar to that Cowboys game. So yeah, I like the Lions a lot here. Vikings, they're 10-2, but in the last 20 seasons, right, teams with a
They're frauds.
70% or higher win percentage, who are underdogs in December, they're not very good. In the regular season, those teams are 48-66 against the spread, which is only 42% cover rate. I'm no mathematician, but 42%, you're not
Pretty
making
close.
money.
Yeah. You're not making money at 42%. Here's I mean, I've always just been saying that I think that the Vikings are frauds. And despite their record, their point differential is trash. I think it was like +5, and there hasn't been a 10-2 team that had that. I don't even know when the last time that was. So it's like, and who have they really faced? The Lions are interesting because, I was kind of down on Lions earlier this year, and I'm a Jared Goff kind of disbeliever, but all right, I'll ride with you on this one. Lions -2. I might actually stay away from this game, but I'm looking at the Texans. Speaking of odds makers smoking things, Texans +17.5. This is just a ginormous spread. And yes, okay, the Cowboys are coming off of the 54-19 dismantling of the Colts, 33 points in the fourth quarter alone. Do I think that they're going to repeat that? No, I don't. This is just a principal play for me. I can't give anyone, let alone the Cowboys, 17.5 points. And the Texans did cover that double-digit spread versus the Eagles earlier this year. Houston's pass defense actually pretty solid, ranking 10th in passing yards allowed. I can just see the Texans covering with like a garbage time field goal. So I'm gonna take the 17.5 points here.
I'm definitely going to ride that one with you. I love the Texans in that spot. The Cowboys, that was a close game in the fourth quarter. The Colts scored that touchdown. They're down 2 points, and then
Yeah.
things just absolutely landslided for them.
Well,
Not
Jeff
a good look
Saturday
for
came
Jeff
into play.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good look for him, especially the way he blundered the fourth quarter in the previous game.
Oh,
So,
who do you think is
I
worse, Josh McDaniels or Jeff Saturday?
it's got to be McDaniels because he's like blowing
Yeah.
games with the play with the play calling. Like, they actually have the leads and they're just imploding on the guy. Like, what is he doing out there?
Oh God, I love that you said that. I love that it was Josh McDaniels is worse than Jeff Saturday. And you know what? I believe you too, because I'm still pissed about last night.